Heroic, they haven't budged yet. It is going to be a bit of a bait setup, and Ston from that position, Vince, he could completely dismantle them with the Berettas.
That's so true. Tessis is baiting him out, but now Ston needs to deliver and deliver. He shall with 2 kills, looking for a third, gets it down as well and still alive, still clicking head, still fragging out. And the young man has picked up 4, but now it's down to the veteran. 9 HP to his name, and Apex has got 2. He does at least have the bomb, but there's only 20 seconds and he's shooting corpses. He's on the edge of his seat, he's looking to flick the heads, but he's been denied. And
Hand getting spotted, and Apex looking for the hunt.
Smoke was also put down, and meanwhile, now the spray from Cadian will be doubling up his kill tally into this round. Refresh comes back, and there is Down. Vitality's first rifle runs into the wall of Heroic, and the Danes should come out ahead. Masuda has snuck himself a post plant, though. So at least is putting a little bit of pressure down, gets nailed through the smoke to 44 HP and finished off by Shush. Heroic off to the races, a 3-0 start, minimum casualties to stick around. And now that rotation comes to the forefront. Heroic pulling back Tessis over onto the window. 45 seconds to play with. Vitality do have mid-control and are now peering and poking their way up with Apex on connector, but Stown with the secondary AWP has struck. And that may force Vitality into an awkward push via the B apps. Cadian watches on catwalk. Dupree is pushing in, and Tessis has to cross. It's the weakened Masuda that goes in first. Dupree comes straight back, but Cadian is holding the line, keeping this alive. Zaiwu threads the bench, though, and takes his head clean off. And in this 1v4, Zaiwu in a post plant has been spotted, crossing back, but is baiting Stoud into a false sense of security and takes him away as well. He's being flanked in from the B apps. Shush may get the drop. Refresh additionally coming through on the marketplace, but Zaiwu is keeping himself alive, keeping himself kicking. That missed shot could cost his life, though. He's about to get pinched by Shush from above. A valiant attempt by Zaiwu, but Heroic will take a 5-0 quick. Masuda is low. Apex also feeling the effects of the early engagements, stuck in the shadow, and the rotational play comes in. Magisk is hoping that his teammates can stay alive long enough so that he can see this take shape. Masuda, though, putting down frags and the body's hitting the floor, but Refresh comes back in. A beautiful flick from Zaiwu, but he's now plucked out, and Magisk has finally shown his hand. Time is so incredibly low. The bomb's not planted for him, but he can just rush in here. The full defuse is coming in. Oh, Magisk, not like this! You had everything going in your favor, and Refresh just holds the defense.
This is going to be the man to step up here. He has been the star for Heroic in the run thus far in the Legend stage. He has a lot of utility to work with, but it's all about the timing. He's got a smoke and a nade, and this is going to be the hit coming out. It's all on Tessis here.
Tessis bypassing the flashes, though, keeping himself alive. Down in the meanwhile, goes in, and Tessis sprays down 2. Vitality run into B, and they have been slit away. No hopes, no chances. Dupree, desperate to try and pick off a 1-on-3. He has the bomb, and unbeknownst to him, if he just ran straight to the A site, he probably would get a plant down at this stage, as Heroic have rotated off the premises. But of course, it's easier said than done, and he's still hanging around. Ooh, Stown gets him. And Vitality, they had the early advantage.
Somehow the scope, it just gives away his position, and that was a round right there. 7-0, but the fast play coming out towards A. Masuda with the Tech 9 able to find one. Smoke's going to bloom as well. They might get at least a bomb down over here. The push comes in. Masuda with a Tech 9. He is just rampaging through this defense from Heroic.
Maybe the war cry of Apex, the anger, has motivated the troops into a frenzy. Zaiwu with the scout will be putting down Refresh, leaving Tessis 1-on-3. 2 of these 3 players are low. Their time is ticking away. Needs this frag.
Destroyed. However, Dupree's up towards mid. Refresh, however, finds Zaiwu, and look at this from Refresh trying to hunt him down. The P2K even comes out. They are getting mauled alive at mid. Heroic just wresting control, but Apex can at least get a trade here. He goes for the spray, and he's going to find one. The second kill coming in from Magisk. Apex needs to do so much, but Ston and Cadian reply back.
Magisk with control over the bomb, and plenty of time on the clock. But Stown is jumping, leaping into the balcony side. He's going to find information sooner rather than later. Oh, he's actually just turned his back. That couple of seconds is a possible window of opportunity. There's a second player coming in, but Stout, I'm pretty sure, is about to spot the head of Magisk as it bobs.
Which he really hasn't thus far this tournament. It could get real ugly for Vitality and look like he's come alive. It is going to come down to Shush, though. Ooh, okay. 2 kills now for Vitality. They can get the bomb down at the very least.
Another one. Masuda's now pushing. He's getting aggressive. Trading across the AWP onto the low HP of Magisk. And a smoke down will keep Tessis at bay. Stown, though, so nearly gets the pick. But in doing so, he's managed to move around the back of these 2 Ts. It's going to be bloodshed, it's going to be carnage, and it's going to be Stown with a double. And now ZywOo, with just a scout by his side. How he wishes that was an upgraded AWP. May not require it. His tag does connect, but the P2...
After the series against Big, but this time around it's not quite panning out. Heroic seem to be getting some of these opening duels, but let's see if they can capitalize on this one. Refresh falling. Let's see the slightly delayed smoke towards jungle, and once again Cadian with the op towards B.
He's definitely spotted a couple of pixels. He still waits. Misses the shot, but stays alive. Incendiary down, and now the T's have to force their way onto the site. There's no flashes, there's no smokes, there's no chance. Heroic tighten the noose again. Allows him to push into the close angles.
Second incendiary as well getting lobbed in here, and here comes the re-aggression, Vince.
Shush gonna spray down with Stown, and now Apex is gonna come back in. Magisk takes the hit of Stown. And there's 2 players left. The bomb still needs to get retrieved, though. It's over from the left-hand side of the site. And in doing so, oh, he somehow dodges the bullets. That could have been so huge on Heroic. Tessis just narrowly misses out, unbeknownst to him, on an 8-hit point Magisk. And now the bomb will be getting planted down. Tessis on the rotation. Vitality have got to win this round. There is no excuse. If they lose this, it feels like the map very well could be going with it. They need a little bit of a foundation to build up in that second half. And Magisk, a little bit tentative, heroic, aggressive, in your face. And Shush removes the head, but Dupree and ZywOo counteract with 2 of their own, giving them an advantage in this post-plant. Tess is trying to get up close in the market to just alleviate this aspect of the map. The clock at this range often will prevail. I don't know how the hell no one's died in that confrontation. But Refresh in the meanwhile is putting down the pain on the benches, and now Tessis is shining bright. Now Tessis is giving them a chance. But it's been ripped away from Dupree, down to Magisk. On 10 kills, he knows roughly where both of these players are, but he doesn't currently have a kit. Time is ticking away ever so quickly at this stage, and Refresh is just trying to play the time, trying to be a nuisance, a pain in the backside. Cadian has this round won. Heroic take the pistol. They take a 40.
And Masuda, but if Refresh catches a player towards ramp, that should be the round. But ZywOo's tucked deep inside. They've got the flank. It is going to be the B play. It's going to be the B pincer coming in.
Oh, Masuda, that's a massive kill.
That's a bomb.
That's the bomb, a huge kill, and now it drives away Tessis on 17 HP. Refresh, though, again.
10 seconds.
He's just never out of the fight. Masuda puts down another player, body bagging everyone he can. 1 HP left, and Masuda will keep a very clean round, but Dupree has been destroyed on the Mach 10. Masuda, try as he may, is going to go down, and now the damage is inflicted once again. Apex. Big kill onto Cadian. Should be keeping this round under wraps, but it's already more damage that they were happy to take. And Heroic, with so little, have really made Vitality sweat this one out. There's just no easy free rounds right now on Vitality, and Stown is still in with a chance. He's on 23 kills already. He's been outrageously good this game. But he's going to be pressured and pushed from multiple angles. HE softens him up. Down to 31, he will fall. And there is ZywOo with the A4. Spray down is on behind it, but Dupree's unaffected. ZywOo still in position. And they need to get Shush out of Palace. He gets himself a kill alongside Cadian, but he's still stuck in there. Very low HP. Apex is coming under heavy duress, but he's going to be able to stay alive a little bit longer. There is a flank coming in, though. Through on the window side. 2 of the T's are pushing through here, but Masuda, he sussed this one out. The timing, though, he turns his back just as Refresh pushes through onto the B side. And this could be the moment. It's a 4-on-2, and Vitality have no idea this is coming up.
They've just got outbrained, Vince. The round's done. Stan's going to find Masuda, and it's going to be all on ZywOo. 1v4.
1v4 for the Maestro. If there's one player that could pull this off on the server, it would be ZywOo. But the way that Vitality have struggled against Heroic constantly suggests it's not going to happen. The first kill will go his way. Refresh down to very low HP, gets pushed in from ZywOo, but he will pay the price with his life. 16-7 on Vitality. I love that flash, as you said. That was just baiting out that they had more strength up their sleeve. All a ruse. But Refresh can hold in position. Just needs to listen for the sound cue. It feels like Apex, if they're going to win this round, it needs to be him landing a couple of headshots here on the approach. And so far, that P2000 has not really landed anything. Mage's though unable to deny the bomb plant as Apex is going to hold his line. Tess is with his third frag, still alive, still getting headshots. And it comes down to Apex. Stown backs away. The pillar is now a sanctuary, and Apex will go down to... There are multiple T's behind that. They still have connector control as well. Shush is about to peek out. He also downs Masuda. The flash working against and Shush with a Mac-10. Sprays down 2. All 3 of these kills have been off the back of Mac-10s. And our Mage's cast to become a hero. But instead, there will be no fairy tale ending. Vitality have Apex left. This was a full buy. This was their chance to get a CT side established. And instead, they have been utterly destroyed again. Apex passing by the smoke of Shush, but he realized that was a possibility. Not only did they win the round, Blair, they lost 1 player in the process.
Vince,
Huffing that hopium. Hey, I pronounced it right this time. I didn't screw it up. You might have to up the dosage. His things are looking bleak, but Masuta dusts off the cobwebs. Gets Vitality something to get excited about, but this is all a bait. Because Heroic are pressing forward up on long side. There is a fast rotation now coming to the forefront. dupreeh is effectively alone. Needs to buy up enough time for ZywOo to make inroads through on bank, but he gets captured. Shush, in the meanwhile, is going to be the first player out, and ZywOo is now holding the line. He's keeping this round just about within touching distance, and Apex gets them there. But that's their first round on the CT side.
here alongside Masuta.
So much weight on their shoulders. They picked up their first round. If they instantly fall back down into losing ways, you fear the worst for this CT side. Flashes are good. Masuda flashed twice, 3 times in a row, and then Stown puts him down for good. 8 seconds to play with. They still need to get across to the side. Apex holds in with the M4. Beautiful hold for ZywOo, and Apex is enough time for the plant, though, and it has now been put down in position. But then ZywOo once again with Apex, and Vitality will get 2 on the bounce.
The Frenchman coming up clutch there. That was looking real scary. Apex able to punish.
First, the head of the spear is driven home, but it's Vitality that are in the lead. Not long gone. Oh my god, Stown with 3 kills back to back with the AK-47. Twists the knife once again. Vitality in real trouble, looking to try and boost over. They may get the first, but dupreeh's position now known. In fact, both players' positions now known. There is a gap in the smoke, and ZywOo can maybe do something about this. The bomb has just been planted down, so there is time. They can wait out the smoke at Heaven. Try and pincer in on Cadian. Now the smoke is clear, but so is dupreeh. Cadian nullifies him, and ZywOo has it all to do with his deagle and the AWP. He spots Cadian, drives home the headshot. ZywOo desperately clambering for position, for information. Molotov is good. Shush will be forced down to the open. Noise is made, and ZywOo so close, yet so to deploy. And so they're going to try and flash and play aggressively, but Cadian smacks Masuda down while flashbanged. And a 2-for-1 trade falls upon us. 40 seconds to go, and there is a flank coming in. The misdirection again calls for Vitality to rotate off from the A side, but ZywOo, his sixth sense is tingling, and now with mollies and smokes landing, he knows what's coming up. The timing could be everything. He's going to get caught, though, and Stown will punish him. Vitality looking to concede for a 6th time on their CT side.
It's gutting. It is so very gutting for Vitality. ZywOo, he got the right idea, he got the right inkling. It's like this could be just a ruse towards the B bomb side, but the timing there, getting caught by Stawn again. Impact kills being found by the young Dane. 2 kills for him.
Very awkward position. Again, connector is free reign, free real estate on the side of Heroic, so they can push back and forth and look for fast rotational plays. But there is now not much time on the clock, and Heroic will need to make a decision and stick with it. Damage done through on the monster, but they've still pushed up. And this player's running with their knives out. They have no idea. And Mages with 3 deeks. shuts the round down. Sjuush can do little but try and run in, and May just smacks him up. Now spreading their way and wings out onto the side, but they've been clipped. Magisk and Masuda put them down. It's only Sjuush that counteracts with a frag. Good damage with the nade, but it won't stop the bomb from getting planted down. And considering there's an AWP and an AK in the hands of these two remaining stragglers, there is a way back into this round, but Apex closing the door again. And Stown, 1 on 3, 50 HP to his name, is going to get USP'd in the side of the head. And Vitality, they get a 4-6 lead. Side. This is getting a little bit sketchy. Second player is in there though, and Masuda and Magisk will capitalize. Masuda with the assist, but the long play is now coming in. There's 2 players here, however. Magisk moving up and Apex up close. There's no flash to peek in. This is going to have to be raw entry fragging potential if Vitality want to try and get this one. And meanwhile though, Testis round the corner, strikes once, and now Apex is holding the line once again. And with Cadian somehow surviving on 13 HP, this is still a winnable round, but the grenade chunks him. Refresh in, or Sjuush I should say, just ahead of him. The slow peek gets the kill, and now they know that Masuda is here. He tosses in the incendiary to try and stop the plant, but it's too deep. It's too deep, it's not going to do anything in terms of yielding the denial. And neither of them are affected by this Molotov. That's a big moment that could be slipping away now on the side of Vitality. And ZywOo, as he tries to come down through the connector side, knows he'll be making noise, so he's taking his sweet time, flashing out for his teammate now, as Masuda gonna try and close the gap. Smokes, plentiful, on the side, makes this a hard endeavor for Masuda to try and clear out, and he doesn't check his angles, and he gets punished. ZywOo, last man standing, but not for much longer. The fray, early incendiary gets extinguished, but there is a HE behind it. Does very little damage, in actual fact, 0 damage. And now they're going to spill onto the party, but Tessis, he shuts it down with the A1S. No health lost in the process. 2 free kills, and he can hold position. He's done so much for his team. Looks to try and draw away. Fall back, spray down. Apex will deal with him. And the second as well, as Cadian comes out peeking and gets punished.
What a recovery from the captain. The bomb has been spotted, however, as we see the aggression from Sjuush. Looking to find something, Magisk. He needed to win that duel. Sjuush down to 19 HP, but he's found him. And now it's all on Apex and dupreeh, the veterans, to turn this round around. Man advantage, but barely, Vince. Sjuush has been so banged up and is all by his lonesome towards the B bomb set, holding the off angle in front of Monster. He's got a smoke getting deployed towards short by his teammate. That is Refresh. But if Vitality head towards the B bomb site, there is a real possibility they can turn this one around. Apex already clearing out towards T-spawn, and now if Ston opts to be adventurous and head towards connected, that's when things could get real dicey. We can see the fact that Ston's cleared out everything. They know it's going to be B play coming in. 30 seconds on the clock. Your Refresh has arrived as well. This could go so wrong for Vitality.
He's bolted it up, and now Ston's going to get the freebie. That's the bomb as well. Apex is down.
No defenders, as dupreeh, he continues to sell this fake. Finally, he will fall, but now they should know it's going to be an A hit, but they're so far away, Vince. They're so far away, and with the lack of utility remaining, they have 1 nade to work with. This might be the call for the save. Vitality, they're going to get round number 12.
And they're still dipping their toe in the pool, though. Throwing up HEs. Maybe speculative, see if they can kill off a weakened player. Sjuush is also rotating around the back. Maybe looking for exit frags. He's quite far ahead of the rest of his team, though. Now he's showing his hand, and he goes down to ZywOo. If you're going to save, guys, then save. That makes no sense.
There was a little bit of a window there. Maybe if he got the kill, it could have precipitated the retake, but it's still, the time was long gone, and there's just a sheer lack of utility and the lack of knowledge as to where any of the Vitality members were playing the post plant. This should be place. Tess is already inside a party, but it is going to be a fast hit coming in from Vitality towards B.
If they catch them off guard, this rotation means absolutely nothing. Incendiary down, headshots delivered from dupreeh on a swivel. dupreeh, the turret, capitulates this B defense. And you can have rotations all you like, but if dupreeh runs in and just backs 2 players that quickly, it may not end up mattering. They're still in this round, though. Make no mistake, Heroic still possess 3 players. And on top of that, there's an open play. Flash is also available. Masuta and Dupree are a little bit on the low side, but Bomb's already taken away. Here comes the drop. Dupree's been bested, but Masuta now holding the line with his AK. Big headshot. Second one also comes in, and Cadian in no position. And now the smoke's coming. Now there is a contingent over on the bathroom side, which is down, but Tessis has been put in his place. Apex with another entry. Now Down can maybe, just maybe, thin the herd a little bit. Opposite number has been quelled, squashed by the AWP, but Refresh and Shush are stuck on the other side of the smokes. Now moving into the site. It's one-dimensional, all stuck on the flowerbed side, hoping that bathrooms will be their sanctuary as they look to safeguard the site. Also flanking from Mages in the meanwhile, as they're trying to delay this as long as possible. Apex with the spray. Shush is sticking on the side. He's going for the full defuse underneath the nose of Vitality, and he steals this round away.
Hold on to the positions, but it's B bomb side, Vince. It's been split apart so many times, but Cadian here with the AWP. This is a first. Can he deliver?
Oh, the timing is so brutal. He doesn't lose his life. It's the only small reprieve. Now with 20 seconds, it may not end up mattering. But another second watching that angle, and this round could have completely fallen apart. He's still alive, still AWPing down though, Cadian. Crushing again on the side. Apex post plant, 1 on 4, 2 players are low. Spray is good for Testis, but he's getting encircled, and Refresh through the smoke will put him given. Short control away. Down. Misses the shot. Shush though is there, and now they'll go 2-on trade. Stown missing again though, and they will get punished. That should have been a complete shutdown. Vitality should have been wrecked there, and now Masuta's position is so important, so crucial. He sees one player pass, information relayed to Apex, and he'll deliver the goods, but there's a second player coming down. Cadian is on the brink of pushing, and I don't believe Masuta realized that. So Apex is gonna be a foregone conclusion.
How does Dupree cross? He has to go towards long. He's got to go towards long. 20 seconds. He's got to leg it, Vince. He's got to have the knife out. And Cadian now potentially aware that long is open. If he can catch him, this could be it. This could be the round.
You can hear it. Cadian on the flick takes him down. 10 seconds to go. And that is the round-winning moment. Vitality's funds are grim. They may be into some kind of a rough half-by. Aggression for the Frenchman, but it's going to be Masuta that picks up the slack and runs away with it. Tessis, Shush, and Storn to try and save this map. Oh, we're headed to Inferno, and Stown is getting a bit too hot and heavy beforehand. HE in hand could finish off the frag, and indeed will, but Dupree trades straight back, and the bomb starts to get planted in the smoke. Shush catches Dupree unaware, trying to safeguard his teammate, and it's all to ZywOo. With the M4A1S tagged down to 21 HP, Tessis and Shush up against him, trying to retrieve some kind of forward momentum as he repositions. And once again, the Prodigy has everything stacking against him, but he's managed to wiggle his way onto the opposite side of the side. He's seen both players, but he's dropped down, he's made noise. They don't know exactly where he is. He's spraying through the smoke right now. No one's on the site. ZywOo unable to do enough. Heroic will have time for the defuse. And they...
Wait, the Molotov's going to delay them even further.
Pushing through the fire, pushing through the flames, and the flashbangs. Vitality have 2 entries. 20 seconds to play with now. A Refresh has to go above and beyond, but instead he is dwindled by Magisk. 15 seconds. Cadian trying to push through, trying to deny the plant. Does connect the shot, but it's through the boxes. So minimal damage. They know where he is, but they have no idea as to where Shush is currently residing, and now they found his position. Both the remaining CTs have been compromised. This round is slowly slipping away, as is the map. Inferno beckons. Cadian, though, keeping his team in this by the skin of their teeth. And now Shush is maneuvering in tandem. They sweep through the site. Bodies littered everywhere, but ZywOo's position is too good. And Vitality have picked up the second map, and they've taken us to Inferno. Free room to maneuver into. If they go for the wrap, they could be walking into the stack. And with the smokes that have been deployed, it's looking likely that may come to fruition, but they've decided against it. They've put down this wall of smokes. They're pushing behind. They're spilling out onto the side, and no CTs have been spotted just yet. And there is Shush. Gap in the smoke. 2 headshots come through thick and fast for Dane. But it won't stop the bomb from being planted in position. Shush in for a third as well. is trying his damnedest to get their team back into this round, and you'd have to say at this stage, ZywOo and Apex have their work cut out for them. ZywOo has now fallen to the hands of Tessis, and Refresh will finish off the round and seal the deal.
That was such a crossfire.
Oh, Tessis just round the corner with that MP9. Flashbang is going to proceed to push. ZywOo takes the head of Tessis. Masuda follows suit very quickly afterwards. But it's only Refresh that's held his resolve, held the line. Him alongside Shush get the spray down as they line up for Shush. He gets 2. And although his position is known, the bomb being spilled out into the open like this forces ZywOo's hand. He has to go and reclaim it. And now with the rotation, they're pushing to the B site. It's only now that Stown realizes this possibility. But they still need to clear these angles, which is allowing Stown to get back in close enough proximity to make this a reality. Smoke down onto CT will give his position away. At this stage, probably just needs to hold on for his teammates to show up. Or perhaps he'll do it alone. Out comes ZywOo, the time works against the T's, and Stown comes in for another. Heroic have got a 2-0 start. Just the one player in the form of Kaden over on B. First frag going the way once again of Storm and Heroic. And looking to try and get a little bit up closer. And the spray is good. The spray is very good. Stown shuts down everybody in mid alongside Shush. And Apex on 21 can do little as his teammates around him have evaporated. And this push has been pulverized.
What a play from Ston. And you got to bear in mind, it was Shush as well who peered around the corner. It was so very low, but ensured that even if Ston gets taken down, he's there to trade. Ston didn't need to do, Shush didn't really need to do much. 3K for Ston with the AK-47, just a dry re-peek towards mid, and Vitality getting absolutely ruined. Apex should be able to save his gun here. I say that Caden's already on the hunt. That's going to be it.
Seconds left. Refresh, good damage. Doesn't need to re-peek. Can see that a couple of players were pushing his location. That's drawn out a third player. Apex with a brisk headshot, though. Onto Stown is now going to open up a little bit of business on the B site, but the bomb still needs to traverse the murky waters of Banana before it can get there. Oh, the timing is so brutal. Tessis switches weapons as Apex darts across, and that could be the difference maker. Incendiary down is too shallow. It won't stop the bomb from being planted. And in comes Tessis. Spray is good through the coffins. The final resting place of ZywOo, but the drive-by from Magisk gets him 2 kills, and this round should be a done deal. Even though the remaining 3 Ts are exceptionally low, Shush has no grenades, nothing to cauterize the wound. And Vitality have no reason to peek him. Nothing. Never really got back into the game.
Oh, that's a huge nade. Masuda down to 47 HP, and look at the timing on the smoke as well, but they're going to come pushing on through. They want this control of long, and Vitality, this is a quick switch up. Look at the pace being set here.
Kaden, some good flashes, but it's not going to stop the push. Masuda's out first, but that's the bomb. The bomb's gone down, and again, they're having so much control from the graveyard. And Refresh is reaping as many players as possible through the smoke. Shush will pounce again, and ZywOo is destroyed in the process. Magisk is trying to bypass the smoke, slalom his way through the site, and so far, he skied himself in for 1, but Kaden pushes him back.
Now I'm going to be heading back towards A, but the brackets control is firmly with Heroic. We have Refresh playing the anti-flash inside a cubby, and Kaden holding a tiny little angle with his op.
There is a smoke designed for this very angle. The flash as well, they forced them away. They've divided, they've conquered. Refresh, his head rolls across the arches, but Kaden trying to avenge his teammate. Molotov down, stops the push. Allows him to relocate into Banana through his teammates of Stown. And him to push into Library. Oh, there was a couple dinks thrown in for good measure. But Magisk comes out ahead with his Deagle. And with 6 HP, Masuda and the rest of the gang has pushed away the CTs. But Tessis is resilient, showing his grit, his resolve. Is holding his angle and keeping in this round. But Apex is dethroned him. And that forces away Kaden. They're looking to save. Vitality with Deagles and Tech 9s have got their second round.
How many rounds are they going to win like this? It's like, you look at the buy and you're like, yeah, this should be the round for Heroic, and somehow Vitality, they pull out a magical round out of the hat. Just to explode play, and that could be the answer. It just the freedom provided them when it comes to just the pistols. They seem to play it with a little bit more of a just an unleashed flair, and they were able to outdo
gifts them a free kill, and this is off the back of Vitality not just winning around, they're having some rifles. There's the boost though, and ZywOo goes in, but Tessis thwarts the push. He's been think down very low, finished off by Mages, even trades back and forth, but now the CT's regained the lead through a fast, quick balcony peek.
They're falling, but they're running just immediately to A, just one defender. It's Refresh, and he's the one who's so very low, Vince. This could be such a great call from Vitality if they catch Refresh and he's out in the open. So very low, Apex finds him, and then they have the A bomb set for the taking.
They don't know, though, of course, that Refresh was playing alone. Oh, it's a block smoke. It's not the end of the world, though. We'll be blocking off the vision from Library. You can see they're just doing the due diligence. There is a small gap in the smoke, though, they're going to try and exploit. Bomb plant coming into play. Stown up through mid, and Shush on the Archer's side. Smoke gets replenished. As the CT's looking to relinquish control. The HE banks off the balcony wall, though, so does no damage. And our Mages can move back in. Damage being inflicted. Mages needs to stand tall again. The flash hits both the oncoming players. Both stalled, stuck in their position. And Stown down to 13. Mages gets one. He's looking for the second frag. This could be such a huge integral moment in this game. And with 8 bullets left and 21 HP, he whips a deagle out, but Stown peeks him and has the kit. And nearly working against him, but Masuda then goes in for the re-peek. Cadian will devour that kill and happily back off. Dupree just walks in alone. There's no flash, no counter ability from the rest of his teammates, and they've just gifted across a 2v4. There's still so much time left on the clock. Magisk and ZywOo disjointed from the rest of their team, and Vitality are coming apart. The seams here. ZywOo may flick and land the shot onto Shush, but it's not enough to outright kill him. And he gives as much as he takes in return as Shush. Refresh picks off the head, and this is looking like a cast iron 8-2 lead. Only one casualty. ZywOo's been quiet as well. Magisk already tanked down low. Magisk is going to whiff that spray. It was a difficult one to land, but now they're going to clump up together, putting bullets through the smoke. ZywOo's the last player to come in. Does flick for the first, has no idea that he's just been bypassed in the smoke. And Stown could rack them up. He could line them up and knock him down. Like a line of dominoes, this round falls into place. And Stown, ice through his veins. How many times have we seen clarity and chaos from this young man? He's given... Could be a dam built up. There is a flashbang to proceed that push. Shush, in the meanwhile, though, goes in. Kaden gets traded out. Shush only has impact for one. And now ZywOo is locking down the site with his AK-47. But there's still 2 players to find. There's still 2 players to deal with. This is such an important round. Vitality desperately need to convert this. Tessis, and more importantly, Stown are alive. He's got 15 kills to his name. He may have an AWP, not exactly ideal for retaking, but with a flash and a smoke and a kit, they've got enough time here to take all these angles one by one. Molly's going to be good. Flashbang on top of that. Tessis bypasses, pushes in by himself, leaving Magisk on 33 HP to try and clutch this one down. Spray goes around to the first player. Now they know exactly where he is. They're going to try and line them up. Sprays down the first player. There may not be any time, and Magisk will clutch out. Such an important moment, potentially in this best. Molly goes down. They're pushing through the fire, through the flames, but they still take down Cadian through the smoke. And that's Stown. The weight of this round on his shoulders, his very capable shoulders, and he will drill into both of them. The maestro, the virtuoso, is painting a picture of disaster for Vitality, but he's finally been dethroned. Apex and ZywOo come straight through, though, with headshots delivered first class. And now Vitality have control over the round, have control over the retake, but Refresh is going to take that control away. Balance falls back upon us. Up in the hands of ZywOo, Apex alongside him. There is an incendiary left, but no kit. So Heroic have got to pick up the pace if they want to take this round, the last round of the half, and really cement a solid CT side. It has to come now. Flash is good, but also lands onto the aggressors, and the invaders are repelled. Vitality and Apps, but they're starting to fall back. Stown with a freebie headshot. Magisk is joined by Dupree, and Magisk comes in next, and he gets the same treatment, the same business, and Stown with a third, single-handedly, just locks down Banana. They run into him, they run into the blender, and he's not done just yet. Even though he doesn't get the kill, he's forced ZywOo's hand away from the site, leaving Apex all alone with a P2K, and he will be put down with authority. ZywOo in a 1-on-4. Is hoping that one of these players gets too aggressive and just gives him a freebie. And then maybe he can pivot into play after that. You can hear the steps in Library, so he will go chasing. But this round's done. It feels like it's unattainable at this stage. He has no kit and nades. Stown has quite literally just given Heroic a massive shove towards the finish line. And again, he's landed over 20 frags in the process. This man is having an outrageous best of 3.
They gave him 3 1v1 duels, Vince. There were 3 CTs that are lying in wait. The first kill, fair enough. He walks into his crosshairs. The second one, he should have been peeked together.
Now the tell is coming in. He knows what's coming up against him. Bypassing the smoke, but he misses his chance. It may draw some attention away, though, and allow dupreeh to have his moment. He's 1-13. What a time this would be for him to step up to the plate and deliver, but instead, he is slapped away, and Magisk loses his life through the smoke. This was a force. Heroic are now in such a strong position to take this series.
12-5. And if you're Vitality, you have to go for the save. You're just going to be wielding the scout in the hands of Apex. That's it. That's it. You don't want to. You don't even want to purchase maybe even a deagle, because that's going to hamper your buy come later on.
A side, quartering off library. There's still a peak position for Masuda to have a bit of impact. Maybe a lack of confidence to go in for that peak. Goes in with a flashbang. There's one, but he gets traded out. 5 seconds still on the clock, double rotation, down banana. And this is funneling the CTs both into pit. This round may still be up for debate, but no longer. As dupreeh is showing us why he can be one of the best players on the server. Cadian is putting down the damage, putting down the pain. 8 seconds to go. Cadian is doing it all alone. 3 seconds though. He had the right idea, but at the off angle. But that is going to play hell with the economy of Vitality, especially as they need to string together so many rounds. With a bit of damage, grenade behind it, significantly weakening and softening up the oncoming T's. Magisk still alive, even though he's flashbanged. The flash also hits the T's, and he goes in for 2 more. And ZywOo's watching the cross, needs this shot, desperately requires it. The flashbang that will force his hand to go ahead and pull the trigger. But Apex is moving in, smoke is down. If he wide swings, he can deny the bomb, and he's put it on the deck. Refresh in 8 seconds to try and clutch this one out. And he's being shot from both sides. Incendiary's whizzing past his head. This round is over. Vitality are digging in deep. You said yourself, no surrender, don't give up. And Vitality, they're swinging for the side. Now smoke in their eyes. Now affords them safe passage if they should choose, but ZywOo is in library. And it feels like Heroic are only dipping their toe in the pond. They're going to line up for ZywOo, and he sprays them back down. And here comes Masuda, but a 2-for-2 trade. It looked like that should have gone way more convincingly in the favor of Vitality. Flash out in the meanwhile, as they're going to look to try and re-engage and get aggressive over on the arch side. But Vitality, they're not going to find anything unless they keep pushing. In the back right now through middle, here's the spray, shooting fish in the barrel. Is dupreeh, who gets 2. But traded back. The bomb's been picked up, and there was a chance for Stown. He's on 30. Born. The flashes are good, and here comes the push, but Apex on the cusp is going to get 1. ZywOo making moves from the coffin. It's collecting in kind. A 3-on-2, but Heroic are low on refresh. The bomb not going to get denied this time, but the second time of asking, ZywOo threads the eye of the needle, putting down refresh and leaving it on Tessis. 18 seconds to play with. He's trying his damnedest. The double spray comes into play. Tessis could clutch this still. Enough time for the bomb also to get planted in. And Magisk, with the weight of the entire major on his shoulders. Tessis round the corner, but Magisk. The balcony flash comes on first. Magisk posted up on the site. Lots of damage through the library. Bomb gets down first. Magisk still alive, but now all the T's are firing on all cylinders. Congregating together, a conga line of death, and damage inflicted to ZywOo drops to 67. This could be the beginning of the end. ZywOo peers across to the site, and Stown on 34 kills will face him, is baiting out the shots. Tessis still on graveyard. ZywOo trying to buy up enough time for Masuda to get in position with his FAMAS, but he's not able to do so. And now Masuda, with everything to play for, everything weighing him down, has to try and thread this somehow, some way. He's being shot from every single angle, and Heroic live to fight another day as they book their spot in the playoffs.